bright. No, no, God, no. Dear God. Turn it off. Oh, that's better. Hi. It's the spotlight. Anyway, something that a lot of people don't know apparently. Microwaves. Everybody uses full power, and that's the equivalent of going to high every time you cook something. You don't go to high on the flame every time you cook something. That would be the equivalent of putting it on bake and cranking it up to 500 degrees each time, or 550, or whatever it goes to. Cook power. Cook time, cook power. It's right there. You don't use full power all the time. In fact, you rarely use full power. I have a cheeseburger. Perhaps you'd like to have a bite. I'm going to cook this cheeseburger. The instructions say to cook it on high for 60 to 80 seconds. If I do that, then just like if I were to cook something on high heat, it's going to be hot on one side, cold on the other. That's why your food, when you put it in the microwave, you throw it in there, and then you got lava on the outside and icebergs in the middle. 1 minute on high power is what the instructions say. I don't follow instructions. We set the burger on the side so it can rotate. Picture little waves passing through here. If you put it in the center, well, no, that's not going to rotate at all. It's going to rotate the burger around its axis. But we want the burger to actually go around, because the waves that come out of the magnetron go like this, and then it'll get cooked evenly. 1 minute at high power, or cook time 3 minutes at 30% power. 1/3 the power. We're going to do 3 times the time. Right? Start. Burger going around and around. There are little like waves that go up and down. Microwaves, actually. That's where the name comes from. If you ever notice, on a microwave, there's this grid right here. Those grids are designed to not let the microwaves come through, because they come out of the magnetron, and I think it's on that side. They come out of the magnetron, and then they start bouncing around. So there are all kinds of waves bouncing and dancing around in there, and they can't make it through that little grid. That's why you're safe putting your hand right here. The other thing that a lot of people worry about is radiation. A microwave is radiation, but it doesn't make your food radioactive. It would have to emit like particles, like dust, or I don't know what, but like particles that are radioactive would have to be stuck to the food. It's like when people go get an x-ray. They don't become radioactive. They just have radio waves pass through them. Does that make sense? Not really, not at all. 3 minutes later. In fact, that's good enough. I can see the cheese melting, so I got to clean that up. But we got a nice melt. Ooh, there we go. Cheese is just starting to melt. I'll clean that up in a second. And the burger is cooked all the way through. I should have gotten a plate first. So now, instead of having a burger that's ice cold in the middle and hot on the edges, I got a perfectly cooked burger. The more you know.